Hello, 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 wonderful family. This is Dr. Neliswe Zimu, and I would like to take this time just to share a bit of encouragement with you on this journey of life. This life is a process, and our life is a journey, and it has different phases. We go through various phases, we go through various seasons, and in order really for us to get to where we want to go or for our lives to be the way that we would like it to be, it's very important that we have a good relationship with the journey, that we become masters of the journey, that we are in touch with the journey, because sometimes really all it takes is for us just to be aware where we are at and what is happening. So this is why I'm here today. And yes, I would like for you to just press that subscribe button. Let's subscribe, let us share, and let us spread this message as far and wide as we possibly can. We're just discussing the journey of life, and we're giving one another encouragement, really, as far as the journey of life is concerned. Today is what? We are on the 4th day of April 2022, and we are in the second quarter of the year. Um, in as much as we are bigger than time, in as much as we allow ourselves to be flexible, not to be limited or controlled by anything, there are those significant moments in life, and one of them, for instance, is like the end of the month, end of the week, beginning of the week. And so we kind of like are in that phase where we are starting the second quarter of the year, and this essentially means you've been through the first quarter of the year. So it's an ideal time really to pause a little, allow yourself more in-depth reflection. I often recommend reflection as a daily process. Yes, a daily process. Of course, I mean, on a day-to-day basis, I'm not saying that you should be reflecting on everything that has happened, but on a day-to-day basis, definitely, before you retire to bed, it makes a lot of sense for you to look back into what is it that you have done, and while you are at that, to actually start looking and speaking into the following day. It really helps for you to look into the following day the night before. I know a lot of people encourage us to start the day with planning and everything, planning for the rest of the day, but that should come as a secondary measure, really, after you have done that the previous night. Because if you do it the previous night, somehow, it speaks into your subconscious mind. So it also plays in your mind while you are sleeping. So by the time you wake up in the morning, already you've spoken into your mind as far as, the following day is concerned, and what is it that you would like out of it. So yeah, as we are just journeying on this journey of life, and as we are in this time of the year, you already have the first quarter behind you. But this is an ideal time for you to look back at what is it that you've done, how have you done it, what is it that you've managed to accomplish, what is it that you would like to change. This is the time for you to look around at your attitudes, your relationships, and your habits. Those are the things that I feel that they have a great impact in how we do the things that we do. They speak to our pace, they speak to the things that drive us. Yes, your habits, your attitude, and your relationships. Those are the key things that will determine the speed with which you run, the focus that you have, the excuses that you come up with, how you deal with failure, how you deal with setbacks. So we are on this journey of life, and at this time, just take time, relax, go back to your journal. If maybe you have you can kind of like slacked as far as journaling is concerned, this is accountability time. It's time for you to take stock. Let's just take stock of our lives and be accountable. Look at the things that you had spoken to yourself about at the beginning of the year. All areas of your life. You can start from the inner being. You can go into your physical health. You can look into your mind. You can do into the things that you do on a day-to-day basis, the bigger dreams. Where are you exactly? This is time for you just to pause, just to reflect, just to take stock, appreciate yourself while you do that. I know that a lot of us avoid a reflective process because of the guilt. But you know what? The guilt does not make anything go away. So whatever you're guilty about, if you ignore it, it is not going to go away anyway. So you may as well just look into it and make fresh decisions. It's a beautiful opportunity at this time, having done all the reflective work, to be able then to plan ahead. Once again, you plan ahead all the time. Don't allow yourself to be easily satisfied by both the positive and the negative things that have happened in your life. So this is the time for you to continue to plan ahead, both in accordance to what has happened in the past and also in accordance with the fresh things. There are things that come along the way, so you can't just say, no, I'm already in the midst of the year, so I can't be starting things from scratch. You know what? Every day is an opportunity for you to start things from scratch. So take stock of your life really, and be accountable as well. It's important that you become strict to yourself. It is important that you become disciplined to yourself before life disciplines you or life becomes strict on you. You better do it to yourself at this time. Many of us give up, not because things are difficult and not because we do not have opportunities, but because we are out of control. And so therefore this exercise of reflecting, of taking stock of your life, of being accountable, of looking at how far you have come, and therefore redetermining afresh where you would like to go. The one thing that it enables you is that it gives you the power to be in control. It keeps you in control. And when you are in control, you do not panic. That is very critical, because sometimes we tend to think that, things don't happen maybe because we do not have the money, or maybe because we don't have the opportunities. Yes, those things are important. But I think one of the most important thing is just for you to be in control. So in order for you to be in control, it's very important that you review things and you replan things. Do not leave anything to chance. If you have a dream, don't leave anything to chance. If you are planning your life, don't leave anything to chance. Even if you haven't come up with anything, let's just say you're just rolling with life as it comes, just don't leave anything to chance. Just don't leave anything to chance. And as you take this time to reflect, have both the long-term view, the bigger picture of what is it that you would like to accomplish, as well as the day-to-day picture of what is it that you want to do on a day-to-day basis. Remembering this one thing, that as you have the bigger picture, like the pieces of a puzzle, it's supposed to be somehow represented in your day-to-day functioning. So if you have a big dream and you have a big picture, but you find that what you do on a day-to-day basis have nothing to do with that big picture, take it from me, it is not going to happen. I'm not wishing you badly, but it is not going to happen. Why? Because at the end of the day, your big dream is about what? It is about what you do on a day-to-day basis. So have in mind the idea of a big picture. This is why things like vision boards become important, because it enables you to see something on a day-to-day basis. But the importance thereof and the significance of it is that having seen it, when you have it in view, then take chunks of it that you can apply on a day-to-day basis, because at the end of the day, that dream boils down to what you do every day. Your success boils down to what you do everything. So everything really that you would like to accomplish, it boils down to what you do every day. So in this time of reflection and in this time of forward planning, have both the bigger picture, and then take that bigger picture back to what is it that you're going to be doing on a day-to-day basis now that is going to connect you to that bigger picture. And like I said earlier on, watch out for your habits, watch out for your attitudes, and watch out for your relationships. You want the attitudes that are going to take you to where you are going on this journey of life. You want the habits that are not going to derail you. There are things that are terrible habits that we do and we do not control and we don't even pay attention to, and yet those are the things that derail you. Those are the things that actually take you out of the way. So as you look into your life, you also want to be accountable. You also want to realize, what is it that is taking me out of the way? What is it that is like taking me off course? And you want to get rid of those things or modify those things in order that you stay on course on this daily journey of life. So come back and look into your daily routine. Sometimes the daily routine is one of the first things that go off as we plan our life. At the beginning of the year, we tell ourselves, I'm going to wake up at 4:30, I'm going to read, I'm going to pray, I'm going to plan, I'm going to do this, I'm going to exercise. And you know what? A month down the line, also, we find ourselves having faltered. So go back to your daily routine. Are you still where you want to be? I know that it is autumn, winter is setting in. We're not waking up as early as we would like. The mornings are a bit chilly, and we find ourselves maybe not exercising the way that we would like. But go back to your daily routine. Do you want to stick to it? Do you want to improve it? Do you want to modify it somehow? Remember, at the end of the day, that daily routine is supposed to serve you so that you accomplish what is it that you are living for on a day-to-day basis. So go back to your daily routine, modify it, improve on it, apply discipline. Discipline is key. There's nothing that you will be able to accomplish without discipline. And I've just discovered, that when we look at lack of discipline, we tend to make reference to the comfort zone. I've actually just discovered that, you know what, even people who accomplish great things, it is not that they are they are doing things that are easy for them wherever they are. But they do the very things that you and I do not want to do. And they do those things until they become the comfort zone. So really, it's not about sitting and doing nothing, but it's about re-establishing for yourself a new comfort zone that entails those things that are difficult. You do the difficult things until they become comfort zone. You do the unlikable things until they become comfort zone. Watch out on your vision. What is it that you see? Often it is not about what is at hand, but it is about what is it that you see. So perspective is everything. I've actually learned this in a fascinating way. You know, the word games that we play, and as you play the word game, and sometimes you'll find that you get stuck. Here are the letters in front of you, but you seem not to be able to create fresh words. One of the things that happens in those games is that they will allow you to reshuffle the letters. And as you reshuffle the letters, boom, suddenly a new word is there. It's always been there, but you just did not see it that way. And that is the power of perspective. So perspective is everything on this wonderful journey of yours. And you know what? If something has been put inside of you, there definitely are ways and means of making it happen. Believe in what is happening on the inside of you. Life starts on the inside. We tend to pursue our lives and we tend to be influenced by the things that happen on the outside, what other people are doing. I've had people, often mention the fact that I'm passionate about this, I'm passionate about this. And unfortunately, most of the time, you find that it is not the passion that is pushing them, but the fashion. So don't just go for something because it's fashionable. Go for something that is original, that is embedded on the inside of you. And I can tell you, I can guarantee you this. If it is embedded on the inside of you, there are ways and means of ensuring that it happens. There's space for it. If it is genuinely on the inside of you, there is space for it, there are resources for it, and there are recipients for it. So perspective is everything. So as we continue with this journey of life, I know the times are hard, the times are unpredictable and often difficult to understand. Don't give up on anything. Keep your hope alive. Don't give up on anything. And you know what? Smiling helps as well. There is a singer who says, you look better when you smile. I choose to believe him. So in everything that you do, keep your positivity, keep the hope alive, and try to smile and be pleasant. You've got this. You have got this. Take it from me. This is Dr. Nelisiwe Zimu. Let us like and subscribe and share this channel. Let us make this grow and carry one another as we take the journey of life into expressing our greatest life as it is meant to be. You are blessed and you are a blessing.